Hi, my loves. I just got done with a run and I found 15 cents on the ground. So I know this idea is divinely aligned. We love a 3D reality feedback when we have a thought. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about in this video, and I've been kind of thinking about it in my heart a lot recently, is the unconscious energy associated with locations. So what does that mean? I've lived in quite a few different locations in my life, and I'm very familiar with the unconscious energies that are in the location and why you're called to each location. So if you're stuck in a location and you don't know why you're there and you want to get out, this video is for you. Okay, let's start with Colorado. I've spent a lot of time in Colorado the last several years. Colorado is extremely karmic. If this land calls you anywhere in Colorado to specifically live there, you are trapped in your solar plexus, your heart, and your throat. So what does that mean? You are not empowered in your heart chakra to freely express your voice, or you're not empowered in your solar plexus, so you don't feel worthy of receiving your own voice. Colorado is a bad trap. A lot of souls get stuck here for a lot of lifetimes. This is not the place you want to be trapped, especially if you're trying to actually become empowered in your heart chakra, which a lot of people in the running community are. They're really trying to run as fast as they can. If you want to run as fast as you can to your actual capabilities, you have to be empowered in your heart chakra. So if you're stuck in Colorado, you need to do the internal work so you can get out of Colorado, because Colorado is actually not the place you're going to run your PRs. And I've lived here for several years and I have not run one PR living in Colorado, and I usually get PRs. I can tell you about some of the locations I have lived that got me PRs, and we'll talk about those and why that's the case. But Colorado, GTFO. If you really want a long-term run PRs, GTFO, for real. All right, that's my rant in Colorado. Moving on from Colorado. If you like Colorado, I don't know what to tell you. This page isn't for you. Maui. Let's talk about Maui, because that's been my recent stint where I was at. Maui is a portal. It is a very high energetic vortex of a portal. It's like a reflection of what's going on within you. So if you go to Maui after just living in Colorado and you still have wounds in your solar plexus, your heart, and your throat, that's going to all be reflected back to you. However, if you go to Maui and you've cleaned up yourself, all your chakras, you don't have unconscious wounds in them anymore, Maui will be paradise. However, there are two sides to Maui. So Maui is kind of like, you can step into your empowerment there, but it also can be a pressure cooker to look at your wounds really quickly like that. So Maui is kind of depending on where you are at in your spiritual journey. I personally love Maui. It definitely woke me up really quickly to a lot of wounds that I couldn't see being in Colorado, because sometimes they're hidden in your blind spots, and Maui will wake you up very quickly and it'll be a pressure cooker. I don't know the other word to say it to you, but shit or get off the fucking pot. You know what I'm saying? You need to be moving quickly on Maui. It's a high energetic vortex. So Maui is just a reflection of anything internal within you, specifically your feminine energy. So it can be really any of your chakras. I feel like if you're on my page, it's probably solar plexus, heart, and throat, just because those are kind of my wounds that I'm working through in this lifetime. So I tend to attract people that have similar wounds to me to help them out of the situation. So yeah, that's what Maui is. Let's talk about Chicago, because that's where I'm from actually. Chicago is heavy codes of empowerment, heavy solar plexus, right? So you go to Chicago, you go to New York City, you go to major cities to be in heavy codes of empowerment in your solar plexus. You have to get grounded in your solar plexus before you can get grounded in your heart or your throat, right? So a lot of people you see moving to Chicago, to New York, to get advanced degrees, that sort of thing. That's all the same energy of being empowered in your solar plexus and worthy to receive your dreams. I don't necessarily hate Chicago or New York. I think that if you stay there too long, you might be trapped in the solar plexus, which is not really what we want to see for humanity. However, for short-term stays, I actually love these places because it will expedite you into being very empowered. And when you can start to create those codes of empowerment anywhere in your life, they're gonna start to automatically move up through the chakra system. So starts actually in the solar plexus, healthy solar plexus. We want to be empowered. Then it moves into the heart. I think everybody on the planet, to be honest with you, wants to be empowered in their heart. Like, I don't know what else you're doing on this planet if you're not empowered in your heart. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why you see people constantly, you know, trying to achieve goals, creating new dreams for themselves, is because that's the gift of life, is becoming empowered in your heart chakra, becoming empowered in something that is actually really meaningful to you. I think that's really the gift of life. So love Chicago and New York for short-term stays. Don't love you staying trapped in your solar plexus, but if it helps you to learn your empowerment within, love this for you. Colorado, GTFO. If you're called to Colorado, it is extremely karmic, and you want to get out of Colorado as quickly as you came. Everyone gets like masked by like distraction of like, it's pretty here. No, it fucking sucks here. Like, it literally is not pretty here. It's really ugly to be trapped internally and stuck here. That's what sucks. Okay. So far I like Maui because Maui is a pressure cooker, right? But the thing about Maui is it's energetically very wavy, and you have to roll with the waves of the seasons. So what does that mean? Maui is fast moving. Sometimes you're high, sometimes you're low. You don't know around what next corner you're going to find another wound, and it is a pressure cooker. Plus, that island is not that stable energetically. I mean, it's situated in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, so you have to be really good with the element of water. If you're good with the element of water, I love Maui for you. Great place to go. If you have wounds with the element of water, Maui it can be tough because it's such a pressure cooker. It really reflects all your wounds back to you. And yeah. I like Maui because it's a good growth portal, but there's one place that's a little bit closer to my heart. And here we are going to talk about it right now, and that is New Mexico. And here's why I love New Mexico, is because it is same thing as Maui. To be honest with you, it will reflect back to you your wounds. However, it does it in a more stable and grounded and nourishing way, whereas Colorado is extremely karmic, and Colorado is not spiritual. Like, people say they're spiritual here, but it's just not. It's very karmic, the land. It really forces you to align solar plexus, heart, and throat, whereas New Mexico is different because it does it more in a gentle and nourishing way where you're grounded. So it has a similar energy to Maui of like, it will reflect back to you. I mean, anywhere you go in the universe, your wounds are going to be reflected back to you. So, like, no escaping that situation. But, like, what I like about New Mexico is it really calls your soul tribe to you, so that way you're not working through it alone. Versus in Colorado, I feel like there's a lot of separation in Colorado, and a lot of... It's really like the shadow aspects, to be honest with you. The more time I spend in Colorado, the more I've noticed is really the shadow aspects of like the throat chakra, which is like criticism, judgment. I don't like Colorado. I'm not going to keep talking about why I don't like Colorado, but I just don't like it, okay? And if you're on my page, you probably don't like Colorado either. You think you might like Colorado for like a little bit, but like you probably really don't like Colorado. New Mexico is the hidden gem. That's where it's at. It's all in New Mexico because New Mexico will align you with your soul tribe, and it will be the quiet people. It won't be that many. It won't be that flashy, but it will be like on a soul level. Like, I know you, and I know that we're here to do this together. And that's what I like about New Mexico, is because it's more grounded. So it does the same things as Maui, but it does it on a stable rock formation of land, versus Maui is in the water. And if you don't have any unconscious wounds to water, then I love Maui for you. I really do love Maui, and I probably won't ever say anything bad about Maui, but like, if you want to do it in a little bit more of a gentle, nourishing way where you're grounded, New Mexico is a lot better. Specifically the wound, solar plexus, heart, and throat chakra. Those are the locations. Those are the massive locations I've personally lived in my life. I have also spent a little bit of time on Oahu. If you are stuck on Oahu, Oahu is unconscious distraction. So you have something massive in your heart that you are unconsciously like addicted to distraction. I don't love that for you. That's the energy of Oahu. And yeah, that's pretty much